Hey everyone, Amanda here. Today we're going to be doing a body weight strength workout, part of which will be standing, and then toward the end of the class, we'll take it to the floor on a mat or a beach towel. So let's get started with some high knees to warm up our hips, angling the heels down toward the floor, breathing through it. You got it. Let's take this into a high knee crossover. So we're going to cross our elbows toward the knees, twisting through the trunk, warming up through the back and the core. Up next, let's take this into a hamstring curl. So we're going to curl it up, kicking the heels toward the back of the thigh, squeezing the back of the leg, and pulling the shoulder blades together, warming up through the mid-back, breathing through it. And let's take this into a side-to-side reach. We're going to reach across, stretching through that mid-back, targeting the back of the shoulder, really reaching. You got it. Let's take this next into a chest opener. So we're going to open up that chest, tapping the heel, stretch it out. You got this. Keep breathing. And shake it out. So let's go to our first round. We're going to start off with gorilla squats. We're going to alternate for 16 reps. So feet are going to be just wider than shoulder width with the toes slightly flared out. We're going to squat down and knee up, squat down, knee up. Alternating sides, 16 reps. Ready? Let's go. Squat, right knee. Squat, left knee. You got it. Get the knee up high. Squeeze the hip flexor as you lift. Stabilize your trunk. Abs are in. Chest is out. 10 down, 6 to go. Breathe through it. 12. Keep it up. 14. 2 more. And 16. We're going to do 8 good mornings, staggered. So the back foot, toe, will align with the arch on the front foot. Slight bend in the knees. Place your fingertips just behind your ears. Pull those elbows back. We're going to hinge forward from the hips, stretching the hamstring. Let's do 8. Here we go. Hinge from the hips, bum back. 1. Going for 8 here. 2. Exhale up. 3. Breathe through it. 4. Hinge from the hips, chest out. 5. Inhale down. Exhale up. 2 more on this side. 7. And 8. Let's switch our foot position. Feet shoulder width apart. Back toe is aligned with the front foot arch. Place your hands behind your ears. Pull those elbows back. Here we go. 8. So you're really going to target that hamstring here. Press the heel into the floor. Pull your abs in. Brace through the core and push your chest out. 3 more here. 3, 2, and 1. We're going to take this into a shoulder exercise, slow jacks. So we're going to slow jumping jack side to side. But as we do that jack, I really want you to squeeze through the back and shoulder blades as you lift. Let's get ready. We're going for 12. Here we go. 1, other side. 2, lift and squeeze. 3, pull the shoulder blades together. 4, you got it. 5, 6, squeeze at the top. Keep pushing. You can do it. 2 to go. 11, 12. We're back to the top. Gorilla squats. 16 reps. Feet just wider than shoulder width. Get ready. Starting on the right. Let's go. 1, knee up high. 2, alternate sides. 3, 4, keep pushing. 5, 6, you got it. 7, 8, we're halfway. 9, chest is out, back is flat. 10, 11, 12, 4 to go here. Breathe through, 2 more. 2, 1. All right, let's take this to that staggered good morning. So feet are shoulder width apart, stagger the toes, hands behind your ears, pull those elbows back, slight bend of the knees. Here we go. Hinge from the hips, 8. Press the heels into the floor, 7. Focus on the hamstrings by pressing the heels down. Chest is out. Get that stretch. You can do it. 4 more. 4. Abs are in. 3. You got this. 2. And 1. We're going to take this to the other side. Switch up those feet. 8 reps. Shoulder blades back. Ready? Let's go. 8. Breathe through it. 7. Push your bum back to really target that glute. Heels into the floor. You got this. Hinge from the hips. Exhale up. 3 to go. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more. Keep those elbows back. 1 more here. And back to slow jacks. Side to side, 12 reps. Ready? Let's go. 1, 2, lift and squeeze. 3, 4, 5, 6. Keep pushing. 7, 8, 9, 10. 2 left. 11, 12. 1 more round. Gorilla squats. Let's go for 16. 1, 2, knee up. 3, push yourself. 4, 5, 6, you can do it. 7, heels into the floor. 8, chest is out. 6 to go, 6 to go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Staggered good mornings. Feet shoulder width apart. Stagger those feet. Slight bend in the knees. Elbows back. Let's go for 8. Hinge. 8. Heels into the floor. 7. Stretch out that hamstring. 6. With this one, you want your knees slightly bent, but they're not bending. We're keeping them relatively straight. So even if you have bend in them, that's all right. It's dependent on your hamstring flexibility, how much you'll need to bend your knees. Hinge from the hips. 1 more on this side. And bring it up. Other side here. Switch up those feet. Elbows back. Ready? Let's go. Press those heels into the floor. And you might find that one side might be a little tighter than the other. You might not be able to go as far down. That's okay. Go as far as you feel that stretch in the hamstring and back up. Keep it up. 5. Hinge from the hips. 6. 2 to go. 7. And 8. 1 more set of slow jacks for 12. Let's go. 1, 2. Squeeze those shoulder blades. You can do it. You got this. 6. Halfway. Breathe through it. 2 more. And grab a water break. Catch your breath here. We're going on to our next round. So, up next, we're going to alternate between a bent over Y and a bent over T. Our bent over Y is feet shoulder width apart. We're folded forward. We're going to lift up, back down, and then we're going to go into our T. So we're going to do 12 alternating reps. Feet are shoulder width apart, hinge from the hips. Start with your arms out for those Ys. Ready? Let's lift up in the Y, swoop down, T, pull the shoulder blades together, back down. Lift up into the Y, down into the T. Squeeze at the top, down into the T. Halfway. Lift up, pull the shoulder blades back. Squeeze at the top. 4 more. Lift up, down, T, and 2 left. Up, down, T, and back down. We're going to take this into a lunging row rotation. So I'm going to lunge forward. So I'm going to have that nice big split stance. I'm going to take my forearm and rest it on my leg. From here, my other arm is going to hang down. My back is going to be flat. And I'm going to rotate and pull the shoulder blade back, keeping the hand tight in toward the rib cage. Ready? Let's do 8 on each side. Here we go. 8. Now I want you to turn your head and torso as you pull. You got this. 6. Squeeze that shoulder blade back. 5. Breathe through it. 4. Chest is out, back is flat. 3. Squeeze at the top. 2. Oop, tipping over. And 1. All right, let's take this over to the other side. So once again, I'm gonna rest my forearm. Other arm is hanging. Let's go for 8. Here we go. Rotate and squeeze. 8. Breathe through this. 7. Core is strong. 6. Get that squeeze back. 5. Look to the side as you rotate. 4. Keep it up. 3. Pull that elbow up high. 2. Abs are in here. 1. Let's take this up to a standing position. We're gonna work our shoulders with a punch out, punch up. So we're gonna do 8 on the right side, followed by 8 on the left. So we're gonna punch out, punch up. It's an explosive punch. Ready? Let's go. Out, up, out, up. You got it. Go for 8 here. 3, 4, explosive punch up. 5, 6, 7, and 8. Other side. 8, 7, you got this. 6, breathe through it. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back to those Y's and T's. Feet are shoulder width apart. Let's start with our arms out. We're gonna go into that Y for 12. Ready? Here we go. Y, come down, T, and down. Y, lift up and squeeze, down, make that T, and down. Pause at the top to get that squeeze in the shoulder blades. We really want to work that range of motion here. Lift up nice and high. You got this. Exhale up. 4 more. Breathe through. Lift up and squeeze. 2 more. Up high, down, squeeze, and down. Let's go back to our lunging rows. So lunging position, forearm resting on the leg. Let's go into a rotational row. Here we go. 8. Look to the side as you rotate. Oftentimes, rotational movements are overlooked in strength training programs, but they're very important for training movements that we do day to day. Things like gardening. 2 more here. Snow shoveling. 1 more. And in day-to-day sports movements. Switch sides. Let's go for 8. Here we go. 8. So rotational movements are functional. So we do want to make sure that we're training those rotational movements so that we reduce our risk of injury because we're stronger through the core and the back. 3 more. 3, 2, pause at the top, get that squeeze. 1, lower it down. Let's go to those front shoulder punches. So we're gonna go for 8, out and up. Let's go. 8, 7, 6, explosive up. 5, 4, 3, 2, and switch. Here we go. 8, 7, you got it. 6, 5, keep this going. Push through, push through. 3, 2, 1. All right, 1 more round. Back to the top, Y's and T's. Feet are shoulder width apart. Back is flat. We're gonna start with our arms out. Let's go into that Y. Here we go. Y, down, T, down. Let's go back to that Y. Y, down, T. Get that squeeze. You can do this. Breathe through. Slight bend in the elbows. Pushing that range of motion through the shoulders as you lift and squeeze. There's 4 more here. Y, down, T, to left. Y, and T. Lower it down, squatting, lunging, fold forward, ready? Let's go. 8. Rotate through that trunk. 7. Back is flat, chest is out. 6. Squeeze it up. 5. You got this. 4. Push through here. 3. Look to the side as you twist. 2. And 1. Let's lunge on over to the other side here. Staggered stance. Rest that forearm. Here we go. Twisting through the core. 8. Rotate and pull. You got this. Abs are in. Chest is out. Brace through the trunk. 5. Breathe through. 4. Brace your core. 3. You got this. 2. 1. Let's take it back to those forward punches. So we're gonna punch out, punch up. Let's go for 8 on the right. Let's go out, up, out, up. Keep it going. 3. Strong punches. 4. Explosive up. 5. 6. 7. And other side. Let's go. 8. 7. 6. Keep breathing through. 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. All right, great job. Grab a water break here. Take a breather. We're gonna go to our next round of standing. So catch your breath. Our next round is a squatting position. So we are going to hold the squat, feet shoulder width apart. From here, we're going to step back, and then we're going to step across. So we're going to cross behind, step back, bring it in. We're going to hold the squat the entire time. We're just doing that right leg to start. So feet are shoulder width apart. Get that semi-squatting position. We're going to start with that step back. Ready? Step back. Cross it over. Bring it back and in. Step back. Cross it over. Step back. Bring it in. Back. Cross. In and up. Cross. Over. Back in. In. You got this. Step. Cross. Step. Forward. Step. Cross. Step. And forward. Let's shake it out. We're gonna do the other leg. So squat down, chest is out. Ready? We're gonna step back, cross, over, forward. Step back, cross, back, forward. Keep it going. Step, cross, back in, forward. Step, cross, back in, forward. One more. Step, cross, in, forward. All right, shake out those legs. We're gonna go into a lat pull down. So from here, I'm just gonna give myself a bit of space where my ceiling's a little taller. I'm gonna start with my arms up, knees slightly bent, abs pulled in, and I'm gonna pull down, squeezing my shoulder blades. Ready? Let's go for 10 of these. Here we go. 10. Really pull your elbows down. 9. You can rotate your palms, just as I'm doing. As you're pulling down, there can be a slight rotation inward. Keep that chest lifted. Squeeze and pull. 4 more. 4. Pause at the bottom. 3. Back is flat, chest is out. 2. And 1. We're gonna take this into a tricep kickback. Feet are shoulder width apart. We're gonna lift up nice and high, and we're going to extend. Now we're gonna do these fast, and we're going to do 20 of them. So, feet shoulder width apart, elbows up, let's go. 1, 2, squeeze the back of the arm, you can do it. 5 down, keep it going, keep it going. 9, 10, halfway. 2, 3, 4, don't let those elbows drop, keep this pace. Keep pushing, 2 to go. And shake it out. Let's take this back to our crossover squat. Feet shoulder width apart, squatting down, Elbows are in. Ready? Let's step back, cross over, in, forward. Step, cross, in, forward. Keep it going. Step, cross, in, forward. Breathe through this. You can do it. In, forward. 2 more. Step, cross, in, forward. 1 more, but this time, no break in between. Bring it in. Other side. Step, cross, in, forward. Step, cross, back in, forward. Keep it going. Step, cross, back in, forward. 2 more. Step, cross, in, forward. 1 more. Step, cross, in, forward. All right, shake out those legs. Lat pull downs here. Slight bend in the knees. Arms are up. Shoulder blades are back. Ready? Let's go. 10. Pull those elbows down. 9. Breathe through it. 8. Get that squeeze. 7. You can do it. 6. Brace the core. 5. Really get that pull at the bottom. You're pulling down, squeezing inward. 1 more. And lift up. Tricep kickbacks. 20 reps. Feet shoulder width apart. Back is flat. Lift those elbows up. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Squeeze the tricep. You can do this. Really extend the back of that arm. 10 down. We're halfway. Keep pushing. Keep pushing. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 2 to go. And shake it out. We're back to the top here. 1 last round of squats. Feet shoulder width apart. Squatting down. We're gonna go back and cross over. Ready? Let's go. Back, cross, in, forward. Back, cross, in, forward. Keep this going. Breathe through. Work the glutes here. Stabilizing the trunk. 2 more on this side. 1 to go. Back, cross, in, forward. Other leg. Back, cross, in, forward. Keep this up. Push yourself here. Weight is on your heels. Chest is out. Brace the core. That's it. 2 more. Back, cross, in, forward. 1 more. Back, cross, in, forward. Shake it out. Let's go to those lat pulls. Palms are out. Slight bend in the knees. Lift the chest. Ready? Let's go for 10. Pull down. 10. Get those elbows in nice and tight. It's like you're pulling something down from the ceiling. Brace your trunk. Exhale as you pull down. That's 5. Halfway. Pull those elbows in toward the rib cage. 3 more. 3 more. 3. You can do it. 2. And 1. Bring it back up. 1 last round. Tricep kickbacks. Feet are shoulder width apart. Lift those elbows up. Fast pace. Let's go. 1, 2. Really targeting the back of the arm here. Don't let those elbows drop. Even if your arms are getting tired, we want to keep this pace. You can do it. Breathe through. Breathe through. 15 down. 5 more. 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right, shake out those arms, grab some water here. We're gonna go to our next round, which is going to be on the mat. So you can use a beach towel, yoga mat, fitness mat, whatever you've got. And for this round, I'm gonna go into a Z press to start. So I'm going to be seated on the mat with my legs outstretched in front of me, lifting through the chest. And the goal here is to sit as tall as you can with your back as flat as possible and your chin in a neutral position. We're gonna raise our arms up so the upper arm is parallel to the floor. Imagine there's a string pulling your chest up toward the ceiling, and we're gonna do a shoulder press, and then we're gonna bring it down. Ready? Let's go for 8. Here we go. Heels are out. 8. Sit up tall. Focus on that press here. 7. Nice and slow. 6. Lift that chest up. 5. You got this. 4. Exhale on the way up. Inhale on the way down. 3. Keep that chest lifted. Try not to slouch. 2. And 1. All right, let's lower this down. We're gonna go into a bridge. So in our bridge position, we're gonna lift our hips up. So I'm going to keep my hips off the mat, pressing through the heels, driving the back of the shoulder blades into the floor. Now, if you want, you can have your hands at your sides. But if you want to make this more challenging, I want you to lift those arms up directly over your chest. Really drive the back of the shoulders into the floor. We're going to go into a hamstring walk. So from here, we're going to walk one leg out. We're going to bring it in. Walk one leg out. Bring it in. Ready? Let's go for 8. Here we go. 8. And there's a shocking difference in this one, whether your arms are on the floor or off. So it's really up to you how you perform this exercise. Touch the back of the heel down to the floor. Bring it in. Drive your shoulder blades down into the mat as you extend. 2 more here. 2. 1 more. 1. All right, let's lift up. We're gonna go into a seated position here. So we're gonna hold a V-sit. We're going to extend our arms out, and we're going to sweep the arm back, look to the palm, bring it in, and take it over to the other side. Let's go for 12. Here we go. Lean back and sweep. Look to your thumb. Bring it in. Lean back and sweep. Bring it in. You got this. Sweep. Bring it in. Sweep and lean. Exhale as you sweep and look to the thumb. Lean back slightly. Halfway here. Sweep that arm. And over to the left. Keep it going. Push through here. Work the core. 2 more here. Focus on the abs, stabilizing. 1 more. And let's take it back to seated. So legs are extended. Lift that chest up. We're going to go into that shoulder press position. Ready? Let's go for 8. Imagine that there's a string lifting your chest, pulling you upright toward that ceiling. You're sitting as tall as you can. Heels are out. Back is flat. This exercise is all about those postural muscles. Really working the core, upper back, and shoulders here. You got this. 3 more here. Exhale up. Inhale down. 2 left. Focus on that posture. 1 more. And lower it down. All right, let's take this back to our glute ham walk. Now, as I mentioned before, you can keep your hands on the floor or really take this exercise up a notch by driving those arms up and pressing the shoulder blades down into the floor. Ready? Let's walk that heel out. Here we go. 8. Bring it in. 7. Now, if you have your hands on the floor, it gives you an extra point of contact for balance versus lifting those arms up really creates a lot of instability through the trunk. So those stabilizing muscles have to work a lot harder. 2 more here. Keep working the lower back and hamstrings. 1 more. And bring it in. Let's go up to seated. Core sweeps. My knees are bent, heels are on the floor. Start with those arms extended out. Let's sweep back for 12. Here we go, right side. 1, and in. 2, keep breathing through. 3, core is strong here. 4, chest is lifted. 5, look to that thumb, look back. 6, rotating through the trunk. 7, open up that chest. 8, you got this. 9, push through, 10, 2 to go here, 11, 12. All right, let's take this one more round. Now, if your hip flexors are getting tired, you can sit cross-legged in this exercise. So, cross-legged or legs extended out, lift the chest. Let's go for 8 presses. Here we go. 8. Breathe through. Keep those elbows back. 7. Work those postural muscles. Really focus on sitting up tall and pressing upward, driving those shoulders up, and then pulling down. You got it. 3. And down. 2. Down. Once more. Exhale up. 1. And down. Let's take it to those glute ham walks. We're going to go to that bridge position. Let's lift up. Once again, if you like, raise the arms. Drive the shoulder blades down to the floor. Let's go for 8. Here we go. 8. Lift those hips up high, slow and controlled. 7. Press the anchored heel into the floor. 6. Don't let the hips drop down. 5. Keep those shoulder blades down into the floor. 4. Breathe through, breathe through. 3. Abs are in, core is strong. 2. Almost there. 1. All right, let's take this up to those core sweeps. One more set of these. Heels on the floor. Lift those arms. Sweep back for 12. Let's go. 1. You can do this. 2. Exhale. 3. Stretch it out. 4. Keep this going. 5. Exhale. 6. Look to the thumb as you extend back. You can do this. 8 down. There's 4 more here. Twist and extend. Twist back and extend. 2 left, 2 left. 11 and 12. All right, we're going to take this to our belly for a plank. Now, common mistake with the plank is that people just want to hold it longer and longer and longer. But what often happens when we hold the plank for a really long time is that our shoulders end up doing a lot of the work, and oftentimes we slouch to the lower back or we lift our bum up too high, and that will end up taking some of the weight off of the core. So we're going to focus on our posture in the plank, but we're going to do a series of 3 10-second holds where we squeeze the core. So we're going to go onto our toes with our feet shoulder width apart, cross the forearms, and then we're going to lift up into that plank position. Push the heels back, and then press your chest into your shoulder blades so the back of your shoulder blades are squeezing together, and really keep your weight shifted back on those heels. So we don't want the bum up, and we don't want it drooping down. We want to get that nice neutral position through the pelvis. So you should feel those abs engage. What we're going to do now is we're going to squeeze, but make sure you're breathing for 10 seconds. Ready? Let's go. Hold. Squeeze your core. Imagine like someone's going to punch you in the stomach. You're bracing for that punch. It should feel like you're shaking a little bit here. 3, 2, 1. Drop down. Take a breather. We're going to rest for 10 seconds, and then we're going to get ready to do this again. So let's get ready. Boost up. Press the heels back. Push the chest out. Go. Squeeze. Brace, brace, brace. Keep breathing. Make sure you're not holding your breath. 3, 2, 1. Lower down. Resting for 10. One more round here. We're going to get ready. Lift up. Press those heels back. Push the chest out. Brace the core. Imagine like someone's going to punch you. You're bracing for that punch. Abs are in. Keep pushing. Keep pushing. 3, 2, 1. And lower down. All right, let's take this to a kneeling position. We're going to go into a scapula push-up. Now, back is flat, chest is out. Our palms are directly, the wrist is directly aligned with the shoulder, knee directly aligned with the hip. So the chest is pushed out. And from here, just like in my plank, I'm going to push my chest into my shoulder blades, and then I'm going to release. So it's not a big movement. The elbows are only going to bend slightly. So let's get ready to push the chest, squeeze the shoulder blades, and then release. Push the chest down, squeeze the shoulder blades, release. We're doing 6 of these. Push, squeeze, release. You should get that squeeze in the back of the shoulder blade. Core is working a little bit. 2 more. Push, squeeze, release. 1 more here. Push down, squeeze, and release. Let's lower down, belly to the mat. We're gonna have our hands in nice and tight. So this is gonna be really tight to my chest, and I'm gonna pull my shoulder blades back. So I'm lifting slightly through the chest. My toes are on the floor, and I'm going to lift up. My chest is now off the mat. Let's extend the arm out, and we're going to handshake for 4. Ready? Here we go. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it in, switch. Here we go. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it in. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it in. Abs are in here. 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go back to that scapula push-up. Kneeling position. Back is flat. Ready? Here we go. Push the chest out. Release. Push the chest out. Squeeze the shoulder blades. Release. This exercise is really great for posture, but it's also the chest movement and the shoulder movement that we want in our planks and our push-ups. 2 more here. Push the chest out, release. Push the chest out, and release. Let's go for another Sphinx. Belly to the mat. Elbows are in tight. Toes are on the floor. Lift up, extend. Ready? Let's handshake for 4. Here we go. 4, 3, abs are in. 2, 1. Switch it up. 4, 3, 2, 1. 1 more on each side. Extend. 4, 3, 2, 1. Other side. 4, 3, 2, 1. So now that we've done our scapula push-ups, so you know what that feeling is like in the chest, we're going to go back to that 30-second plank, 10 times 3. So that's where I really want you to focus your energy here, is getting that scapula push-up movement in that plank. So toes are on the floor, cross the forearms, lift up and push the chest out. Ready? Let's brace for 10. Brace, brace, brace. You can do this. Heels are back. Abs are in. Keep breathing. 3, 2, 1. Lower down. So you're going to feel a little shaky through those planks. That's okay. That's how we're bracing. Ready? Let's lift up. Heels are back. Push the chest into the shoulder blades. Let's go. 10 seconds on the clock. Brace the core. Squeeze those abs. Push through. Push through. 3, 2, 1. Lower down. 1 more plank to finish off the class. So we're going to get ready to lift up. Here we go. Boost up here. Press those heels back. Push the chest into the shoulders. Get that scapular retraction. Squeeze your core. Breathe. 3, 2, 1. All right, lower down. We're going to stretch it out. We're going to go into pigeon pose. So let's bring our right leg up. So the right knee is going to be underneath the chest, and the right heel is underneath the hip. Left hip, lower down. So when you're focusing on your planks, when you're trying to get better at your planks, it's not necessarily about the time held in the plank. It's more about the technique of holding the plank and making sure that you're bracing all the muscles that need to be braced in order to pull off the plank. And that also applies to your push-ups. Practicing scapular retraction will also make you better in your push-ups, because we do want to get that shoulder blade squeeze in the lowering phase of the push-up. All right, let's bring that right leg back. Take it over to the left. Left knee is up, left heel is underneath the right hip. Lower down, stretch out that glute. And a great way, if you find that push-ups on the floor are a little too challenging to focus on scapular retraction, is to do them on an angle. A great way to do that is use your kitchen countertop or your stairs. So you place your hands same distance apart as you would for your regular push-up, but you really focus on the lowering phase, pulling the shoulder blades together as you lower, and then press yourself back up again. That angled push-up will help you to brace the core, but it'll still allow you to have that controlled downward motion where you can really think about what your shoulder blades are doing. All right, let's take this into a hamstring stretch. So bring one foot in, extend the other leg out, heel out, and just bend forward gently, stretching out the back of the leg. For me, I'm just going to my shin. You can go as far as your toe if you like, but the goal here is just get that gentle stretch in the back of the thigh. So even if you're not a big fan of push-ups, angled push-ups are a great way to do them. If a floor push-up is a little too challenging or maybe hard on the wrists or shoulders, the angled push-up can help to strengthen those muscles and be a little easier on the wrists and shoulders. And switch sides. Extend that leg out, gently bend forward. Breathing through this stretch. Oftentimes through push-ups, we just want to get them done, so we tend to hammer them out as fast as possible. But the technique is so important that you're better off doing 5 slow controlled ones than 20 fast ones where you're just flinging yourself. And let's bring this in for adductor stretch. So feet are together, lift the chest, sitting up nice and tall. Chin is in a neutral position. Just let those knees drop down naturally here. Breathing through it. And let's cross legs, sit up tall, stretch at the mid-back, take the back of your, or side of your hand. You're just gonna gently push against the thigh. Keep your chin neutral, so it should be perpendicular or parallel to the floor rather. Lifting through the chest. And turn to the other side. Lift the chest, just gently rotating through the torso. And let's stretch out our shoulders here. Bring one arm across, anchor it down in toward the body, lifting that chest up nice and high. Breathing through it. Sitting up tall. And over to the other side. Pulling that arm in, keeping the chin in a neutral position. And let's take it to the chest. Clasp your hands behind your body, roll the shoulder blades back, lifting through that chest, sitting up as tall as you can. Just like our Z press, our seated shoulder press, we're gonna work those postural muscles here. Those are gonna feel a little sore after doing all that postural work. And lastly, we're gonna place our hands in front, walk them out, drop the shoulders down, relax the neck. And walk it back in. And we're all done for today. Thanks for joining me. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Have a good one.